it's a really cool system, and it's really broken down into three components. The first are the composting toilets. The second is the composter. And the third part is going to be the leachate tanks. So the first part, the toilets, are very unique in that there's no water sitting in the bowls. Instead, it is a mixture of biocompatible soap and 3 ounces of water per flush. The cool thing about that process in and of itself is that the most water efficient toilet out there uses 0.8 gallons of water per flush. So already these composting toilets use 97% less water than the most water efficient toilet, which is pretty cool. Not to mention, those toilets are also fed by harvested rainwater. So you're not even using any potable water in the process. So it's a mixture of the soap and the water in the bowls that help to lubricate the sides of the bowls, and that helps the solids go down, and they feed directly into this composter here. And so inside the composter is really where that magic happens. So in here we have a mix of nitrogen, of carbon, and of oxygen, and that balanced mix helps create this nice rich environment, almost like a forest floor, for earthworms and other organisms to convert that organic waste into reusable compost. The next part, or the third part of the process, is the leachate. So the leachate is any of the liquid that gets into the compost tank. And so the leachate will percolate through these solids in the composter, and that is then pumped out into the leachate tanks here and held. And that leachate is essentially a concentrated liquid fertilizer that Georgia Tech ships off-site to be reused. Or at South Face, we use it in our front landscape, and it's distributed through a dedicated drip irrigation system. So it's a really awesome process, and the end result is even more awesome. But to top that off, it requires very little maintenance, although it does require some maintenance in order to ensure that you have a proper decomposition process.